Hello and welcome to Inside Sports for our 5th episode of the year. Today we'll be heading back to the future to our previous Olympic Games, with our current one being held right now in London. On the panel tonight we'll have our special guest Farron Batchelor, who's a drug analyst, and he will be talking to us about the schemes being held in today's games and how they've evolved over the years.
With the Olympics already underway, all of the athletes have now been tested for drugs. Using modern technology, officials were able to catch 18 athletes using performance enhancers. But are we doing enough? Are athletes out there still using performance enhancers and under the influence of drugs?
In previous years, drug users were easily caught. They were disqualified, stripped of their medals and kicked out. But in modern times, athletes are finding new ways to hide these enhancers. Just a few weeks ago, Fabio Gonzalez was found guilty of using enhancers in the 2008 Olympic Games. He kept it hidden for 4 years. Imagine the progression of hiding drugs in 10 years. Athletes will be able to hide the enhancers in their systems as if they weren't even there. With younger, more talented athletes flooding the scene, older and experienced athletes may find it hard to keep up. The temptation will always be there for the older athletes to better themselves. The development of drugs in the near future will skyrocket, and within 10 years, they will be the main problem and the main turning point in most athletes' careers. Winning is everything for an athlete, and some will do whatever it takes to win. Back to you, Ahmed.
What a disappointment to Fabio's career.
So terrible, so disappointing.
Okay guys, we're going to now head to an ad break. We'll be back with you shortly.
Hi, for many years, runners have struggled with finding the right shoe. Thanks to Nike, the problem has been solved with the new Nike 5.0, a breakthrough in running technology. For many years, runners have had limited options with shoes. Just 20 years ago, this was all that was available. And just 10 years ago, this is what runners had to look forward to. But now Nike has come to the party and produced a shoe that not only strengthens your foot and has the benefits of barefoot running, but also protects your feet. Nike 5.0s are lighter than anything else available. Look for the new Nike 5.0 at any leading sports stores.
Brand power, helping you buy better.
Welcome back to Inside Sports. We've got some good news, guys. I've just got some news from Blake Bassett live in London that he's with the one and only Usain Bolt. We're going to head live to him now.
That's right, Ahmed. We're standing about 50 metres away from Usain Bolt and an unknown practice partner. They're about to race. We're just waiting for them both to be drug tested. As you can see, due to the London climate, Usain has lost a lot of his colour. As you can tell, it's about to rain out here.
Hey, what you doing?
Okay, sorry about that interruption, guys. I'm sure there'll be follow-ups to that story soon. In other news, however, we're seeing progression into the technology of Olympic sports, judo and hockey. There's been a review system brought into both of these sports. Judo has had many controversial decisions over the years due to how hard it is to judge the counters. Most notable was the men's final in the 2000 Sydney Olympics. David Douillet defeated Shinichi Shinohara, but Shinichi Shinohara should have won due to the counter being judged the wrong way. In hockey, a system much like the cricket or tennis has been brought in, which allows the teams to review the decisions that the referees make. From these changes, we are seeing more and more sports relying further on technology, and in 10 years' time, we may see referees and umpires being removed from the game. Technology in which we use being so precise and fast. Now let's cross live to Usain and his partner as they get ready to race.
On your marks, get set, go!
Oh, the unknown competitor off to a false start. Oh, he's blowing Usain out the water. What's going on? I'm sure there'll be follow-ups to this story. I'm here with Usain Bolt. What happened there, Usain?
I don't know, man. I think he's cheating. I must be on drugs or something. I'm the best in the world. How can I lose?
The drug results showed that he was clean.
Nah, this bullshit. I'm done with this sport. No.
Well, that was interesting. I'm sure we'll have more stories about that. Back to you, Ahmed.
Blake, I'm sure we'll have some news on that shortly. Okay, now we're going to close on a positive note. Oscar Pistorius is one of the very few Paralympians to compete in the Olympics, although he is the first T43 level amputee to compete at Olympic level athletics. T43 is double leg below the knee amputee. Oscar qualified for the 400 metres race at 45.50 seconds and progressed through the heats as well with a 45.20 second race. Unfortunately, he placed last in the semi-finals with 46.54 seconds. His record clearly shows that he can do better than that and could have placed in the finals. As you can see here, there's an article that shows Oscar is at advantage to the Olympians with his blade legs. 10 years ago, who would have thought that this would have happened? Now, the question to be asked is how soon will a Paralympian break the world record? Have a think about that one, viewers. We'll join you next week at 7 p.m. to discuss it. Thank you very much. Good night.